Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Hunter GP. Before I get into it, just look at how many pros are on this line, and a lot of them are really fast. There's 31 pros, actually all of them are really fast riders, and you're about to see me race with them, but 31 pros at this race, the biggest tour turnout ever. And speaking of tour, this is the Hunter GP Tour 2025, and this is the last race of 2025 for me this year. And my name is Ryder Sigety. I'm a 4-time national GNCC champion, 5-time national GNCC champion, and here we got the whole shot. And currently in this race, it is the Pro 125 Moto, so there's all the professional 125s as well as a Vet Pro, which means everybody, I believe, 30 plus, 30 years or older. So there's 250s, 450s, and 125s, obviously, because it's 125 Pro. Here's a back angle of me getting the whole shot. You can see there's a lot of people out here, and one person to pay attention to is the closest rider right now, Ryan Amancio. He and I go, not that we go back and forth, but we have a good race this race, and you're going to get to see some front camera footage, a lot of back camera footage, but it was great getting to race with him, as well as who just passed Ryan, who is Tegan. Tegan Temple owns the series, but every year he likes to come out to this last round and kind of race with us and just make sure that we all know he can pass us still. So I don't know, it's still great to race him though. Really respectful racer. Also, I'm here with my dad, Mike. Dad.
Hi everyone. Yeah, Tegan's nice. He goes out there, kind of shows everyone that he can still whoop our asses, or at least give us a run for our money, and then he pulls off so he doesn't screw up the points.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the conditions at this race were perfect, besides this mud hole right here. This and one other mud hole were pretty much the only two muddy spots on the track, which was all, I mean, everything else was awesome. Look at how prime this dirt was. I remember third moto of the day, my second pro moto, I was walking down on the start and talking with my friend Vince, and we were just looking at the dirt. We're like, wow, this is going to be an awesome race. And it really was. Here, I take a bad line. You can't tell from the back camera, but look, I slow up a lot to go between those two trees, and Tegan almost gets around me, but I think, pretty sure he makes quick work of me soon. He gets around me soon, but I'm still holding on to the lead, and I end up getting the lead again, even once Tegan does get around me. So make sure you guys keep watching, and like and subscribe.
So soon you're going to see the extreme section, and normally there's two options when it comes to the extreme. You either go through it or you go around it. And people were saying that it's approximately 30 seconds longer to go around it. And I don't know if Ryder's mentioned this in a previous video, but I used to like the extreme stuff. I still kind of do. I've done Erzberg. When I saw that extreme section, the first time I said, screw that, I'm going around it. They had like 8 telephone poles on one side, 8 telephone poles on the other, all at angles, and it was raining on Saturday when we first did it. I'm like, or wet. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like that. My bad leg's not gonna like that. And look, and then they had these jersey barriers you can go over here. Well, you can only see the backside of them. Like literally, there's no run up to them.
Yeah, there. I'll show you guys the front camera in a second. But I let Tegan get around me. Not that I let him go, but Tegan gets around me because I guess I could have blocked him off a little better. He flew over those tires. I thought those tires were a little sketchy. I was getting scared coming into them right after that big drop, the Gator pit at least. I know I saw a couple of videos of people falling in the Gator pit, going over the handlebars. Definitely the most technical extreme section we've had all year, but it was awesome. I thought it was really fun. Thankfully, I didn't screw it up once. Maybe if I screwed up bad once at least. Maybe if I fell once or twice, I wouldn't have thought it was my favorite one. But I didn't, so it was cool. Now right here, Tegan, one lap warrior, comes out, passes everybody, shows that he can get the lead. And then we come over here, and I think he lets us go. Oh, no, sorry. It might be the next lap that he lets us go. So not one lap warrior, sorry. Did not mean to offend.
Yeah, so back to the extreme section. So in addition to having those jersey barriers, which you'll see, which you did, there was no like log to blip the front end, no dirt pile, straight up, straight into them. Then they had a Gator pit jump that eventually I tried doing. I landed so hard, I lost control of my head and slammed my chin bar of my helmet into the handlebars. Like, thank God it wasn't my chin. And then the next time I said, well, I'm not doing that again. So I stood farther back on the bike and slammed my jewels on the seat, and then crashed into the tires and it slammed my back so bad. Today it still hurts. It was rough.
Yeah, definitely. You see right here, we're using a new GoPro lens, and it's a little harder to wipe, I'm not gonna lie. But I was able to wipe it. It's got like a fisheye lens. I think that it looks way cooler. I've been using it the last couple videos. I'm sure nobody noticed, but I noticed because I was editing the videos, right? But yeah, there was so many different lines at this track, and my dad kept saying this is the most rutted track or most beat up track that we've had all year. This is like telling people that it got really bad. And I was thinking to myself, I didn't think it was that bad. And I realized, as you see later in the day, the different videos, you're going to see all the different lines that me and all the other pros and I start taking. Very unconventional lines, like even right here. No, I don't do it. But a lot of the times, the main line got really, really, really bad. And all the pros, like, the only way to go fast was to just open up new lines. So it was awesome. It was really fun. That was probably one of my favorite parts of this race. Like, I was sitting on the start talking with people before Moto 3 saying, man, I'm excited to see all these new lines. Also, listen for Ryder Lafferty revving his bike behind me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I don't know what he's trying to do there, scaring me or what. But I know for this moto, I ended up getting 3rd overall and 2nd in class, 2nd in Pro 125. Ryder Lafferty and Ryan Amancio get around me, and Ryan Amancio, I believe, stayed in front for the rest of the moto. I'm not positive, but I was happy to be able to keep up with them. And you guys are going to see once Ryan gets in front of me, if it doesn't already look like we're going fast, when he gets in front of me, it just looks like we're going way faster. To see somebody else on a 125 going that fast is really cool.
Okay, back to the extreme section. I'm almost done here. I saw pros go around the Gator pit, like people in this race. Like, it was pretty gnarly. Like, the landing was so hard. But hopefully we'll see some more footage of it.
Yeah, definitely, we will. So, multiple times this weekend, and I don't want to say Tegan was holding me up because 100% he was not holding me up. But there was turns where I could have gone faster, and so many times this weekend I found myself not letting people go, but like people get around me, and then I felt like I could go faster than them. And it happened with Tegan in this race, but I'm sure Tegan could beat me in a race, but there was definitely spots where I thought I could go a little bit faster. And it also happened with Justin Lafferty. I'm sure Justin could go very fast as well. So it was weird to see, like, I got to stop letting, not that I'm letting people go, but I got to kind of, I guess, push harder at the beginning of these motos. But I'm usually somebody who gets better as the moto goes on, so I wonder if that's part of it as well. Also, guys, I'm going to put the results for the Pro Moto at the end of this video, and there's definitely some big names here, some GNCC pros, some National Motocross pros, and definitely a big turnout. Like I said, the biggest turnout ever for Tour, so really cool to see that they're able to make it work. And this is another example of this extreme section right here. Also, one reason I felt like these tires coming up after the Gator pit were so hard is because all the water from the Gator pit was being drug up onto the tires, so they were really, really slick. I don't know if you guys saw in the intro my back cam, once Ryan gets around me, I screwed up like really bad on the tires. He screwed up and I almost passed him. I could have passed him, and then I slid out on the tires as well. I don't know what I was doing, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and a bunch of us standing around were like, oh, because Ryan messed up, and that was your chance, and you messed up, and it was funny, you guys both messed up next to each other.
Yeah, here's where Tegan lets me go, or lets a bunch of people go. I just want to say, that jump there was so fun, and also behind me is Ryder Lafferty. I know he's won National Enduros, like, overall. It's a really fast racer, Ryder Lafferty. I did play the video earlier of him letting me, or revving behind me. I'm sure you guys heard that as well. But yeah, that jump where Tegan let us go right before that was a little jump. I remember last year there was no landing to that jump, and it was just a big jump to flat. And I have videos like Vince Caramano, a bunch of people jumping a lot farther than I was. But it was a lot cooler this year with the landing, when I could land on the landing instead of after or before it, or screw it up like I did a lot of the time. But yeah, just look at how fast. I mean, I don't know about you guys, I felt like I was going really, really fast this race.
Definitely looks it, as a parent watching this. Scary, one mistake, lights out. So one thing that happened in this race that has never happened before is Ryder and I raced on Saturday in vintage. He raced a 2005 YZ 125 and I raced a 2003 KTM 200, and we started on the line together. Now, we've been in races together before, but never on the line together next to each other. And, ooh, what's going on here?
Yeah, so if you didn't want to go over those jersey barriers, those concrete jersey barriers, you could go around and go on like that pinwheel of logs right there. That's a little out of order, sorry guys, but that is where Ryan messed up on the logs. I tried to get around him and I slid out. So right now Ryan's in front of me. And I just screwed up the logs and screwed up my one chance to pass him back. But anyway, yeah, if you didn't want to go on those jersey barriers, you could go around, and there's a pinwheel of telephone poles. So they're telephone pole size logs, sorry. And there's probably about 5 on each side. I tried to do it in the vintage race. I thought it was harder than actually going over the jersey barriers. Like I was getting stuck and stuff. And then they had to cross the crack in between both of our concrete like jersey barriers. So what you just saw like a minute ago was Ryder Lafferty getting almost cut off by somebody who didn't take the jersey barrier. Also, see the ribbon down? A lot of ribbon down at this race, and I think it's because it's so much grass track. Like people get as close to the ribbon as they can when they're hitting the turns and stuff. But it kind of sucks that all the ribbon was getting down. I know I've seen like MXGP videos. I don't know if you guys have ever watched those with Joseph Garcia. If not, those are Joseph Garcia, MXGP, not MXGP, but all of
Enduro.
Yeah, that's better. World Enduro videos. They take out the ribbon all the time, but man, those videos are really cool. That's what I felt like sometimes when I had a good line here, even though I was nothing like Joseph Garcia.
Speak of cool video, we would greatly appreciate if you can choose that little subscribe button in the right corner, like the video, comment is always a huge help. Ryder spends a lot of time on these videos, and the only thing we ask of you is if you can just help us by like, subscribe, comment, and notify.
Right here, this is kind of before that last clip, but this is when Ryan was behind me, and this is what it looks like, another 125 rider and I riding. So I think it looks way cooler when somebody's riding 125. Like when he passed me, I was like, holy crap, did I look that fast too? And he said that I did after the race, so that felt good. I definitely think that it was great getting to race with him. But I feel like he didn't have much course knowledge before this race, and it definitely helped him out to be able to watch me. So that was something else too. He was able to watch all the lines I was taking and stuff this first moto, and then once he passed me, he was taking lines that I was like, man, I don't know if he would have found that if I didn't take that line. So, but if I didn't take that line and he found it and he passed me, that probably would have been worse, right? So
yeah, he's good at finding lines too, but yeah, maybe not have found them as fast. So this video is sponsored by Cometic. You see their logo in the top right corner. We use Cometic gaskets. They're probably the only aftermarket, if not the only aftermarket company we will use their gaskets. They have super high quality gaskets. They can even make custom gaskets for you. They do not only the motorcycle industry, but the auto industry, the personal watercraft industry, the UTV industry. They have a great website showing everything that they make, and it's good to just keep one of their gasket kits in stock in case you need them. That's Cometic Gaskets.
So on the left side of the screen is Ryan Amancio, and on the right side of the screen is Ryder Lafferty. That's just how close we all were. It was a great battle. You see Ryan just got hung up there a little bit on the jersey barrier. I thought that I felt like at least there's 2 ways to hit those jersey barriers. There's the safe way and the fast way. And I won't get into like specifics, but the fast way was definitely a lot harder to get over them. And I only did it once on Saturday when I was on my 2005 125, and I was able to do it fine, but I was honestly too scared to do it on Sunday because I was scared I was going to get kicked over the handlebars or something, because I know a couple people did by doing it that way. I know like Kate Nash tried to do it that way and she got kicked over the handlebars. So definitely faster, but I only thought I was going to do it when I needed it, and for some reason when I needed it I still didn't do it, but ended up working out fine. This moto was great. I got second. I would have liked first, but honestly I couldn't have expected any better for this moto. First was Ryan Amancio, then me second, and then Kyle Grenowitz in third, which is awesome for Kyle. Happy for him. And yeah, you see Roost and Ryan there had to pull a couple tear-offs. Also, that tree on the inside of that turn, if you guys keep watching, once Ryan passed me the next lap, I try to like cut inside and get close to that tree. I hit the tree so hard. It looks like the limbs are gonna be nice and soft, like it's like a pine tree, like a little pine tree. And I hit it, and I just get completely knocked sideways, and I felt like so not smart after doing that.
Yeah, that one tree was exceptionally hard compared to everything else down here. And by the way, you would think South Jersey, which is where this is, would be sand, but it was really more clay than sand, like a mixture of clay and sand, which is really actually good terrain.
Yeah, the dirt here was honestly awesome, and I wonder if since this is right across the street from the FOD, Field of Dreams motocross track, I wonder if that's kind of why they picked to put Field of Dreams there. But not really, because Field of Dreams, which is right across the street, you can see that big water tower in the background actually is at Field of Dreams. If you guys just noticed that on the left side, here's me taking that bad line again. That big water tower on the left was at Field of Dreams, and it's super sandy there, but it's not sandy here, so a little bit weird, right?
Yeah, so that's still Ryan behind you, right, Ryder?
Yeah, still Ryan.
Yeah, great. So if you go and check out Ryder's 2000...
No longer still Ryan behind me. Ryan is now in front of me, and just pay attention to how fast we were going. I felt like we were like ripping here. I tried to cut out as much as I can because it's a little muddy, but if you need to skip past it, skip past it. But man, this was a great battle between them.
Yeah, normally we wouldn't use footage that has some mud on it like this, but it is a pretty good battle, so we'll let it rip. If you want to see something pretty funny, check out our 2025 Hunter video at the beginning of the year. Some guy showed up in a Lamborghini, showed up to the start, rode through all the mud and the dirt, and started doing donuts in the dirt at the start. So we're going to leave this in because he's still battling Ryan. You're going to see they're going to get really close. And in a couple seconds, he's going to clip a branch that'll clean his lens, so you'll see that. So I posted that video of the guy doing donuts on the start, and everyone laughed and said it was great. And one guy wrote, like, what a jerk. And I was like, who wrote that? And I click on his profile. It was the guy with the Lamborghini. He wrote it about himself, just being funny.
Yeah, that is funny. Also, look at this. I almost got cut off there, but thankfully I didn't. So now Ryan makes a little mistake. We're almost side by side. I have an opportunity to pass Ryan, right? It gets even better. Wait, he makes a mistake. And then, of course, I made a mistake too. But we're back on the trail. What do you know? He makes another mistake. I have a great opportunity. And then I still can't make it work. But the effort was there. You know, I tried. I was giving it my all, trying to get around him. And then, boom, I hit that tree I was talking about. That kind of knocked my sense straight and screwed me up. I guess really not straight because it screwed me up. And Ryder Lafferty gets around me. And now it's Ryan Amontio, Ryder Lafferty, and then I. And I'll end this clip in a second just because it's a little muddy. But, yeah, now that was the end of the Moto 1. That was Pro 125. And I'm going to move on to the Pro Moto 1, which was also great. I got fifth. Look at me. 10 seconds. I'm like halfway through the 10 seconds. I forgot my Kickstarter. But a pretty good hole shot here as well. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of mud, but I'll switch to that back camera in a second, and you'll see the rest of those 31 pros from the back angle, and it looks just as cool. And, man, some of these ruts were so awesome. I know last year it was pretty hard pack and flat, and I actually fell in one of those ruts, because it wasn't a rut. And this year it was just totally different. And you see there's Ryan from Pro 125. He's now on a 250, or at least it looks like a 250. And we're just going to wake our way through the pack, get past a couple times, and pass a couple people.
So what do you guys think of this back camera footage? I have not seen anyone yet offer that on YouTube, and it is a pain in the butt. First of all, it's twice the editing time. He's got to watch hours of footage front and back and put it together. It's really adds a lot of work to his videos.
Yeah, definitely, I'd say, especially a race like this, where if I just have to watch that front camera and it gets muddy as soon as it did, that's like, what, 15 minutes of muddy footage to watch, maybe. But the back camera seems to never get dirty, so that's awesome, right, because more videos to watch. But no, it is awesome. The footage is awesome. You see that guy's just roosting Ryan as much as I can. That made me happy to watch that. And, yeah.
I mean, I hope you don't crash and tumble on the ground, but if you do, that's the end of your back camera.
Ryder Lafferty, I believe, just passed Ryan Amontio, and he's going to get around me pretty quick, too, I believe.
Yeah, so Ryder Lafferty's super fast, super nice guy, but would you believe he was not the overall winner for the day? And Ryan's doing really well, and he was not the overall winner. Wait till you see who the overall winner was. You'll have to stick around to the end of the video to see the results.
So I'm not exactly sure what happened, but on Saturday somehow I messed up my knee, and I woke up Sunday and it looked like I had like 2 golf balls under my knee. They were super swollen, and We iced it a little bit. It went down, and then yeah, Ryder Lafferty is right on my butt. You see, he just got around me. It's like he's drafting. Like I don't know, or DRS. You know, I don't know if any of you guys watch Formula One, but he like followed me so close, and then he just went right around me. It looked like a Formula One thing. But here's Ryder Lafferty passing his brother Justin Lafferty, or not brother, right? His cousin Justin Lafferty. Sorry about that. And then this is another angle of Ryan behind me on the 250, kind of around the same time. But yeah, somehow my knee was hurt Saturday morning, and we iced it, and it got a little better, but it wasn't like perfect. I don't want to say it was perfect for this race, so it felt a little weird racing on a knee that wasn't exactly right. It didn't really hurt that bad. It's just not as like stable as I feel like it should be, and maybe it's just a mental thing. And it was huge. It's super swollen. Everyone's like, especially I think it's mentally, just because like that's the signs of like a torn ACL, MCL. So I was just nervous that it's like something like that, but I don't think it is. But anyway, Monday, I wake up, my knee is huge. It's bigger than it was on Saturday, a lot bigger. And I went through the day with it just swollen. I get home to use the cryo cuff, and my dad already has the cryo cuff out for his knee because we both have knee problems now. But I just thought it's funny, like he's always like we were like trading between the like the ice. The cryo cuff is just ice. We were just trading it back and forth.
It's great to see you and Ryan having a little bit of a battle, which he ultimately wins, but for so many years you guys were in different classes. He was always in a class 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, but now you guys line up together. So much respect for him and the family. It's like an honor to be riding with him. Now, who's that behind you there? Oh, is that Thorne?
Yeah, that's Thorne Devlin. You're going to see in a minute. He gets around me, and he kind of tangles with another rider, so he doesn't... I don't know if he definitely doesn't finish the race in front of me, and neither does the other rider. So right now I'm in 6th. When he passed me, I'll be in 7th, and then once they both tangle, then I'll be back up to 5th, which is where I finished this moto. But no, sorry, I'm in 7th right now. I'll move down to 8th. Then once he and the other rider tangle, I'll move back up to 6th, and then I'll get around. Justin Lafferty, which you're going to see in a couple minutes. Right behind me. Now, this is the unexpected racer that we were talking about. This guy, he came out of the blue this year, and it's his first, I haven't really seen him before, but anyway, his name is Ricky Randella, and he's a pro motocrosser. I know he shows up to the line. By the way, there was Chris Weiss. I got around him. I think he made a little mistake and fell in that corner. But Ricky Randella, his bike looks so pretty when he comes up to the line with his radiator guards and stuff. It looks really nice. But he gets around me, and he ended up winning the overall for the whole day. He got a 2nd and a 1st, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was crazy to see him win. You usually only see these motocross guys being good at the motocross type tracks, especially not good in the endurocross section. There's the 2 riders tangled, and now I move it to 6th.
So yeah, normally you would think motocross guys would only be good, like you said, but he goes through this extreme section really good. Like this guy's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, definitely. You know who else had a lot of talent? Jaden Palmer. I was watching my dad's moto, and Jaden Palmer was jumping from 2 tires in the extreme section. It's a little bit hard to explain, but man, was it a big jump that he was doing on his Stark Varg. I was like, wow, nobody in the pro moto was doing anything close to it.
Right here, right? He was hitting this tire right here and jumping over this tire where Tegan is.
Yeah, he was doubling those 2 tires, which is actually crazy for me to think about. Oh my god, right there, I got so splashed with water. And Saturday, I was racing the vintage race, and I got splashed with water so bad too. So the second moto, I told myself I'm not getting splashed with water no matter what, because I was really just out there for fun, and it was cold, so I didn't want to get splashed with water. So anytime I passed any lapper that was even close to water, I would just wait and let them go until I saw that there was like a clear path to pass them.
So listen to some of the names that were in this race, and I only know some of the credentials off the top of my head, but he already mentioned Ryder Lafferty. He's run National Enduro, XC1 GNCC guy. Cooper Jones, 250A GNCC guy. I believe he's had a top 15 finish at GNCC. Ryan Amancio, multi-time GNCC champion. Justin Lafferty, many overalls. Ranger Emmons, 2024 ECEA and Tour champion. Landon Wentz, A overall. Tour guy Lucas Seelman, GNCC. Not GNCC. Loretta's racer. Robert Weiss, multi-time Loretta's champion. There's just so many. Hold on, I know there's more here. A lot of people here. Wally Palmer, obviously, he's got amazing credentials. I mean, Wild Wally, if you don't follow him on Instagram, definitely should. Thorne Devlin, Thorne is amazing. He went to the ISD this year as a total privateer and ended up getting the overall test win. That is unbelievable. Yeah, so a lot of big names here. Kenny Held, 2024 NYOA Grand Champion. And there's just a lot of people in this race.
Right here, Justin Lafferty's in front of me. This is where I said I'd get around him. We come in. I have a good line on the left side here, and it's pretty flat. And now it's just a drag race. I'm on the inside. I was like, I'm not letting off no matter what. We're both on the gas. It's kind of like a game of chicken, but I think he kind of had to let off because I wasn't planning on it. And I ended up getting around him, and now I'm moving into 5th.
Now this is Moto 1, right?
Yeah, this is Moto 1, so the way it works is your Moto 1 score and your Moto, you race 2 motos for every class at the entire event besides Pro 125. Also, this is a back cam of me getting around Justin. It kind of looks like he let me go, but I don't know, I don't think he did. I think if he would have laid on the gas any longer, one of us would have had problems, probably me with my luck. But anyway, this is Moto 1 of 2 motos for Pro, and so whatever I do in this moto, the second moto is more important. So if I beat somebody in this moto and they beat me in the second moto, they will win if it's only by 1 spot. So passing Justin really doesn't mean much yet, but you'll see in the second moto, I have Justin right behind me, and if he passes me, he beats me, and if I don't let him pass me, I beat him. So it definitely gets pretty hectic going into that second moto. Speaking of hectic, right, they say 2 minutes left, and I go, all right, Dad, can I have my goggles? Now, mind you, I probably should be bringing the goggles to the start myself at this point, right? But I didn't get the goggles because my dad didn't have the goggles, and there's only 2 minutes left. So he runs back to the camper. We get like a 1-minute mechanical from the ref, the person doing the flagging, and it was not enough time. I have a full stack of tear-offs, but I only have like 1 tear-off that I can pull because we didn't have time to set up the tear-offs. So once I pull my first tear-off, that's it. I don't have any more left for the rest of the race. So also, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips in a second, but the sunset was very beautiful when you were riding away from it at this race. When you were riding towards the sun, I couldn't see anything. And there's one clip that I'll show you that was, I think, the worst part of the course, where the sun was very flaky. It was on, off, and I know everybody was just praying there. Like, I was just death gripping the bike, gripping with my knees, and just doing everything I could, but I couldn't see the ground at all. Like, every once in a while, I'd hit something, get kicked, and I'd have no clue it was even there in the first place. But here, cross up Dom. I think we get around Dom right here. Maybe not. In a couple straightaways we do. Dom Griffin and I used to battle last year, and we're still battling right now, as you can see now. And Chris Weiss gets around me as well.
Yeah, you and Dom could still be racing youth, but neither of you are, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I forget how I get around Chris Weiss, but man, I was like, what am I doing right here? Because I just got passed so much. I didn't get around Dom. Not only did I not get around Dom, I got passed by Chris. But then Ryder Lafferty and Chris Weiss, they kind of come together, connect, and I'm able to get back around Chris, so that made me a little happier. I was fine with Ryder being in front of me. I had no intention on passing him. But I did want to get around Dom, who was in front of him, so definitely still putting the hammer down.
Is that Ryder or Cooper Jones in front of you?
Pretty sure that's Ryder Lafferty. Yeah, so the next clip I'm about to show you, I know it's a little muddy and I'm sorry, but just pay attention to how bad the sun glare is. And I promise you, it takes my eyes a lot longer to adjust when it's the actual sun in my eyes than it does for you to adjust on the screen. So just imagine how bad it was going down that straightaway. It was terrible. Also, guys, listen to this rev bomb that Justin Lafferty gives me right here. He definitely wanted to get by me, but I wasn't going to let it happen. I knew I had to beat him to keep that 5th place. It's kind of, I guess, embarrassing to say. But no, I was happy with my 5th place. I was proud of my 5th place. And I knew I had to beat him in this moto to keep that, so I was able to stay in front of him. And the video is getting a little screwed up, so I am going to end it pretty much here, guys. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I'll show you the results right here. But let me go also in the comments what you guys think about rev bombing people. Do you guys do it? Do you guys do it for people in your class? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. In the meantime, follow my Instagram and my dad's Facebook, and subscribe to the channel, because especially on the Instagram and stuff, a lot of cool things that aren't long enough for a YouTube video you guys are going to be seeing out there. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.